Well, hey folks, welcome back to Shaky Hands Workshop. This is Brian, the one and only. Anyway, I've got, I mentioned, I think the last video, that I was going to be working on a location for some sewer terrain, and I kept having this thing called the Black Manse, kind of like a secret cult type of layer that would be found in the sewers of Bordertown, one of the possible entrances into the Black Manse. And insert random evil deity here. But I kept having this kind of come up in my head, so I thought I'd throw this or put this together and see what she looks like. Right now I've got it to where, this is still the early stages of it, but this is where I'm going to have, I've got two 3-inch walls. I give up an inch for the sides here, and then I will, and then I'm going to have my back wall back here, and I'll have my doorway, and this will be probably 4 to 6 inches tall, because I want to show the height of it and stuff. I maybe come up, again, probably 4 inches, probably another inch above these walls, just so it doesn't look odd. Landing area, and then the stairs going up to it, and then I have come up with a set of stairs where a boat would land here in the sewers. I know, the idea of sailing through the sewers is not exactly what I'd want to spend my free time with. And my plan is to come out probably an extra 2 inches beyond this to accommodate like one of the tiles. One of the walkways would butt up to it, kind of something like this. So yeah, I'm still going to adjust it. I may come down to where it lines up like that. Yeah, I think that actually looks better. Come up like this. Give me 2 inches out. Put out an extra 2 inches for here for the water effects and that type thing. And that'll be a nice little diorama set right there in the middle. This has been this is not planned. This is just one of those things I've just been kind of slapping together. And to keep continuity from one side to the other, I'll have it to where I can place tiles on either side, and there we go. So that way we can get tile usage out of that, and this will obviously come over. I might even bring the water out to where it makes sense, or I don't know. But I think I'll probably just leave it at the 2-inch mark here, and we'll just kind of play with that for right now. Things I want to go with over in here is that because I'm carrying through the whole theme of a dark cult, what I want to do with the colorations and stuff with the stones over here is to not use what I've already done. I'm going to do a lot of darkening. I think because of the amount of paint I have left, I'm going to use a little bit of black to darken down my gray down to almost like a charcoal color, and that'll be the dominant colors throughout. And then maybe pick up some areas with some iron oxide, but again, desaturating this just with a little bit of either gray or black to kind of give it that menacing look to it. Maybe even throw in a little bit of brown as well. Again, and then use again, trying to keep with the whole mood setting in this area. And I'll use this suede as a kind of like a lightener or a highlight area. I've hit this with an airbrush to get my base primer down. This has all been standard stuff for me, just cutting texturing with aluminum foil ball, black Mod Podge. It's going to be my setup for this black Manse. This is where I'm going to be at so far. And like I said, I'm just kind of throwing this together. Back of these, I'm not going to bother with the stone. I'm actually going to leave I think for right now, I'm going to leave these black. Just so I can create focus more into here than on the back side of these. And since this is going to be a location, you're not going to be seeing this. You know, I'm assuming all out in here would be negative space. You're not going to see beyond this wall over here. So I'm not going to bother with that on these ones. All right, well, I'm going to put all this stuff away, try and clean up some of these lines a little bit. It looks like some of them kind of closed up. Kind of open those back up, and then I'll get to work. Well, got my base colors down. Now I might see a whole bunch of pink under here and such, so I'll go back through with the black wash once I get the rest of my colors down. And ended up getting this to where it's going to sit like that. Right about, where'd it go? There's that line. It's going to be sitting kind of like this. And I'm gonna match similar colors up on the wall as well. And then still not, I've got an idea in my head of how I'm gonna do this back wall, but once I get that all laid out, then we're back with that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go through and throw in some more colors and stuff here. I'm trying to keep any additional colors to go with the dark. With the darker tones and stuff that I got going on. I'm trying to carry that aesthetic of the whole Black Manse thing going through. Well, hey folks, it's been a minute. Apparently I've had my head down doing this project and completely forgot to turn on my camera. It happens sometimes, I guess. But this is the end result of all that work. The end result actually turned out really well. It has in my mind's eye what I was looking for. At the end, I wanted, for the back wall, I wanted it to be have a different look to it. So with that, I decided to go with a foam board back, which I was able to lay out my windows and doors and all that type thing. I could probably still do the same thing on the pink foam, but this gave me a little bit more freedom in case I didn't like the look of it. I could go through it and erase it and move it around and that type of thing. The other bit too is it let me a mixture of different stone depths and looks and stuff that looked to me to be a lot more kind of fitted together as they were building, rather than something planned out like what we have here in the sewers and the walls and that type of thing. It's a lot more structured, whereas this appears to be less structured. And went through it, added some small details like some little torches, and added in these gargoyles. Even used some of this little plastic mesh. Use that for my leaded glass to do an actual glass pour. Found that the UV resin from Green Stuff World works really well. I've used that once or twice before, but normally in the past when I've done a glass look, I'll use the Woodland Scenics. I'll use the Woodland Scenics water effects. Kind of put it on a piece of parchment, lay it out thin or thinnish, and once that dries, then I cut it to fit my windows and such. And that stuff I know I can tint. I've not tried it with UV resin, but you can actually tint that stuff, and it'll be like if you wanted a red look or something like that. What I did with this is I wanted that red to kind of look like it's emanating from within the upper floors. So I did a backing that has my colors and stuff in it. But got in here and just I finished it up and trying to give it try to give it a look of someplace that was not very nice. And carrying through with that, there's a lot of I kept having in my head what this place was, you know, what type of people would be in here, and this gives me some good information to go ahead and plan out what the cult is like, what the interior might look like, and then build from there. And I find that doing a lot of these type of hobbies or a lot of crafts like this help with that. They let me get in there and just kind of get the brain pan percolating a little bit, and kind of flush some ideas out as far as the overall look. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I apologize for the gap in between the last craft and the last crafting section and this. But I just kind of got, like I said, got my head pointed down and got to work and just didn't even think about it. Even though I got a camera looking right at me, but anyway, I hope you all found this entertaining and useful. If you did, please hit the like, share, subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. All right, y'all take care. Have a great day.